and blessings, family. Today we're going to be learning how to make a raw vegan cheesecake. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to share this recipe is because we're living in a society where so many of the things that we are consuming are processed, are full of chemicals and toxins, and it's hard to tell what is real food these days. And so everything is questionable, right? But we can decide to make choices that are going to better support our body, our mind, and our spirit, because everything is working together in tandem. When one thing is off, it affects the functions of other things. And I would like to encourage on this channel the concept that medicine can be viewed as food, right? Food can be viewed as medicine. So, I mean, it's even stated in the Bible that the fruits are for the meat and that the herbs are for the healing of the nation. I mean, we're not going to really be using any herbs in this particular recipe, but just bringing that awareness again, that we can utilize the things that we put in our bodies as a way to heal ourselves, to energize ourselves. I know a lot of people in the society are feeling lethargic, are feeling tired, are feeling issues with their digestion. So today's recipe, I'm going to give you some tips and tools for how you can create things that support the body's function as opposed to creating disharmony. So one of the things we want to start with, right, it's going to be a blueberry raw vegan cheesecake. So here we have a few of the ingredients that we're going to be using. We have dates, which are full of fiber and antioxidants. They support the brain and heart health. They also contain selenium, which is a mineral that is said to be anti-cancerous. And of course, dates are great for digestion. We also have blueberries, organic, everything here organic, right? Blueberries are great for bone strength. They're great for fiber, antioxidants. They're also known as a superfood and great for magnesium as well. Now, I don't normally use cherries, but I didn't have enough blueberries, so I added cherries to the mix. And cherries are also great for fighting inflammation. They promote sleep. They soothe sore muscles, high in vitamin C and potassium, fiber, and also an immunity booster. Now, as we go back here, you see we have nuts that are soaking. Now, I highly recommend that you soak your nuts. We have cashew nuts here, which are going to be used for the top. And we have almond nuts here. I had some pecans left over. Walnuts are also a great source, but I didn't have any more walnuts, so I'm using here soaked almonds. Now, I've been soaking these pretty much overnight, which is the way you want to go for nuts, because nuts have phytates and enzyme inhibitors that make it hard to digest. And in soaking the nuts, this allows the body to actually absorb the nutrients like the iron, the protein, the calcium, and the zinc. So just to touch on that really quickly and bring an awareness around how we can be eating foods and not actually receiving the nutrients and the benefits of what that food has to offer, because, for example, our nuts have an inhibitor in them. So how can we support our process by giving these fruits and vegetables and seeds and nuts the environment in which they can truly support us, right? Another thing is being mindful of what's in season so that we can be eating things that are not being processed to keep them for a longer period of time, but we're eating them along with how nature is producing them, right? Eating in alignment with nature. And the more that we become in harmony with nature cycles, the more in harmony we are within ourselves. Some of the other ingredients we have here is organic maple syrup. We have shredded coconut, unsweetened coconut, and we have some Himalayan salt here. We have a lemon, which we're going to be using, and our machines, which is the Vitamix blender and the food processor. So to begin, we're going to be adding our almonds and pecans as the base that is going to create the bottom layer of the raw cheesecake. So we're going to start by adding our nuts. We can pour out the water, which I'm going to be making a video in the future of how you can actually take your nuts, soak your nuts, and create your own raw milk, natural milk without all the ingredients. Another thing to be mindful of when you are shopping, right? Food should not be having these long lists of ingredients in them. What is all of that extra stuff, okay? Natural, 1 or 2 ingredients at the most. And if it doesn't, then this is why we come back to learning how to make our own. So we're gonna go right ahead and pour these nuts into our food processor. Next, we're gonna add our dates. First, we have to pit them, right? You don't want the seed in it. You want the seed when you buy it, but you don't want the seed when you are blending it. All right. Now we're going to be adding our unsweetened coconut flakes. But I'm going to be adding a little bit of maple syrup. You can get this at Trader Joe's. And then a little bit of sea salt. You can also add nutmeg. You can add cinnamon. That's really up to you how you want to flavor it. Base, I'm going to be adding some coconut oil. This is going to assist it in coming together. And then blend those up in the food processor. So you can literally stop here and make little energy balls out of these. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm gonna get a scooper. And we're gonna put it at the base of the pan. Now, I usually have a different kind of pan to do this, but I left it somewhere. So we're gonna use this for today. We're gonna take this and base the bottom of the pan. Okay, so now for our filling, we're gonna be adding our soaked cashew nuts. Next, we're gonna be adding our blueberries. And so we've also added some coconut milk and some coconut oil along with lemon and maple syrup. And let's blend. Now we're just going to pour this creamy consistency on the top of our layer. Just like smoothing it out here. And voila, we have blueberry cherry cheesecake. Now, it may not be the most appealing aesthetic, but it is absolutely delicious. Try it out. Let me know how it goes for you in the comments.